Oh, we're live. We are live. We are live. Okay. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. I knew we were gonna go live. I pressed to go live, but I just feel like usually it takes a little bit longer to kick in. Just a little bit longer. Let me open this up right here so I could get everything all edited and correct. Again. I'm gonna trim this part out later. For you, but YouTube makes me add this part at the beginning before I'm actually ready to go live. I have to do some stuff on the back end, which is very dumb. But that's how it goes. So you could ignore this right now, talk amongst yourselves. I will put a tag, what's it called? A timestamp later to let you know, hey, just ignore this part. It's not a big deal. Thank you for watching after the fact. Thank you for watching on your drive, on your commute, on your drive to work, on your drive home from work, while you're doing your putting your groceries away, doing your laundry, while you're at work, while you're doing yard work. I appreciate all of it. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. What was I gonna do? Oh, I had another topic. There we go. Why isn't this working? Oh, this software drives me crazy sometimes. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Oh my gosh. And I can't, can I start it over? I can't believe this. This is so dumb. I'm gonna have to start it over. Wow. Does that mean I'm gonna have to do this part all over again? No, it's not gonna save it, huh? Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay. It's all good. Everything is all right. Everything is all right. Because every little thing is gonna be all right. The only thing I'm hoping is that it's not like when Bob Marley said that and then that fool went and died anyway. That's the only thing that I'm hoping. I just need this podcast to be all right. I just need it to be all right. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a little, man, I'm so frustrated right now. Wow, why isn't this working? I'm like really frustrated right now. Really frustrated. Oh, I might stop this. Oh, I'm a new level of frustrated right now. Very, very frustrated. I'm probably gonna cut this out. Let me know right now in the comments below that you're not gonna be able to leave because I'm gonna cut this out. Let me know if I should cut this out. And the ironic thing, if I do cut it out, you won't even be able to see this part anymore. So you won't even be able to see the part telling you to vote because I'll have already cut out the voting portion. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you're getting little sneak peeks right here. If you're watching after the fact, right? I guess so. No more suspense. No more suspense. What was the last one? There it is. Get someone to go outside in the rain. There we go. Man, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. All right. Should I do it? Should I end it? Should I start again? Let me think about it real quick. Let me think about the percussions if I do that. Oh, how far have I gone already right here? Oh, how far have I gone? How far have I gone? I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. That's where I'm at right now in my YouTube career. That's where I'm at in my YouTube career right now. I want to go outside. I want to go outside in the rain. It might sound crazy. It may sound crazy. I want to go outside in the rain. You know what? It hurts me to do this. I gotta have both of these on. This is driving me crazy. I haven't pushed live yet, so I ain't even gonna trip because I'm gonna trim it out anyway, and I'm gonna put a timestamp saying to ignore it. So am I gonna feel bad if I told you to ignore it? If I put a timestamp saying ignore this, and you don't ignore that, if I put it saying ignore this and you don't ignore it, who's that on? Who's that on? Whose fault is that at that point? Huh? I think you know the answer. I think you know the answer. There we go. I feel a lot better now. I'm glad I did it. I have no regrets. All right. Let's change this to live chat. And let's put this on public. I forgot I had this right here. Oh my goodness. A better day. A better day. Let me go, let me go, let me go. I guess I'm gonna go outside in the rain. It might sound crazy. It might sound crazy, but I'm gonna go outside in the rain. Angel Padilla. Oh, Angel Padilla. Angel, hey, look, I ain't even gonna point it out. I'm not gonna make a big deal. I'm not gonna put anybody on the spot. You know, stuff happens. Stuff happens, you know. People are having dinner. People coming out the bathroom. You know, stuff happens. I ain't even gonna trip. It's an equal opportunity. You know, it's equal opportunity. It's a little unfair, you know. It's a little bit unfair because me and Angel Padilla go way back. We go way back. Me and Angel Padilla were talking before the stream. We were just chopping it up a little bit right now. So that's why he's already on his computer, you know. Same thing with ARJR721. Me and ARJR, we were chopping it up right now. We're all hanging out. We're having a little powwow. You know, I would like to be, you know, at some point we'll all be on that level. You know, at some point, you know, we'll all, you know, have a burger or something like that at Willie's Cafe. But you know, we're not all on that level yet. I was talking to Angel Padilla. I was talking to ARJR721. We were just having some conversation. So these dudes were already on their computer. They're already ready to go. Carmo, Jane Caulfield. We got the workers in here with the wrenches, bringing their toolboxes into the dojo. What's up, random person? X-Ray 8492, post it. Official, what's up? Early. Early. I think I need to, yeah. Yeah. I need to either start setting aside time to work out again, like consistently, or just chug a bunch of black coffee so that you know, my sometimes I had every intention of going live at like 5 p.m. And I don't want to say the acronym because I'm starting to get tired of talking about certain things on here, you know? It's starting to become a theme and I don't want to go down that road. But my acronym that I have, I had every intention of going live. I was going to go live a little before 5 p.m. PST. And this thumbnail caught my attention. And then I remembered that I wanted to try to play that one song on my guitar, and then I went over there, and then I saw Butterfly, and then I went in, and then I saw my shirt right there, and I was like, oh, I forgot I was gonna do this thing with the shirt, and then I remembered that I wanted to eat some Oreos, and then like the time flies, and it's like I was doing research, and it has a lot to like if you ramp up your dopamine and or caffeine, it could kind of put you in the right mental state so that you don't get sidetracked so much. You could be more focused, you know. So I need to start exercising more, like maybe first thing in the morning, get my brain right, have even more caffeine. Maybe not necessarily sugar, but caffeine for sure. I just like procrastinate too much and I hate it. I hate the effects of that. And it threw me off because I wanted to do a regular upload today too. And now Marilena's on me because I didn't get to do my storage trips that I was supposed to do today. We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. And I have coffee right here that I made. I haven't even taken a sip yet. That's why I'm dragging. I have to take some Claritin. I'm dragging. Hava, it's always good to see Hava Owens MMA in the chat. What's up? Jessica Maldonado. Cause I got all my homies with me. I hit like when I got in. Did you? That's what I'm saying. When you enter the dojo, it's like taking your chanclas off. You know, it's like taking off your shoes before you step on the mat. You gotta hit that like, I'm telling you. So many people show up in the chat and they're like, I want to support the channel. I want the podcast. I want the daily. I want the streams. How am I gonna do it if you're not taking your shoes off when you step onto the mat? How am I supposed to do it? You gotta work with me. How am I supposed to do it? We got Saginaw, Miami. Welcome from Miami. Positive manifestation. Positive manifestation. Jairo. Rob's neighbor. Great Bapalini. We go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. Ooh, diamond in the back. What a surprise, Noah. Hey, GM, they didn't send any notification. What a surprise. What a surprise. That's right. Fix stuff with my wrench. Why don't you go live more often? I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic. It's very possible that you're being truthful and not sarcastic at all. Because I go live every day of the week, of the month, of every day. And it's very possible that you don't even know that because no one gets notifications, or at least not most people. Or you're trying to tell me that I stream too much and that I should tone it down. Either way is frustrating. What's up, Moises? ARJR721 gifted 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. Always generous. Always generous. Hey, one of them went to Moises. Hey, couldn't go to a more deserving individual. I'm telling you. Take my word for it. Moises Carvalho. 5G Trevor. David, I don't believe in Zimmerman. David Zimmerman. Vietnamese style and my leg. just join the YouTube membership. You have got to get into that membership tab. I believe it says perks up at the top at the homepage. I believe once Terry told me yesterday, when you're an actual member, it says perks. And you got to click on there. You see all the dark web matter from the Mexican martial arts, all the stuff that Gem Pop does not have access to. You got the Discord link in there. You got a bunch of behind the scenes footage. I'm telling you, I think I'm going to re-record it because I wrote a song the other night. And I was going to upload it, but I didn't really like how it came out. And I have another one on there. Or I'm going to put another one on there, but I got a bunch of music on there. Go away from my window. From my window. Leave at your own chosen speed. I'm the one you want, babe. I'm the one you need. You say. I forgot how to play the song. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. B minor, A minor, I'm gonna get copyright. And I'm listening to Didn't I Blow Your Mind This Time? How am I doing that? How am I putting out as I'm taking in? Thank you for gifting those memberships right there. Thank you for adding to the family. Thank you. ARJR 721 doesn't want people to miss the content. He doesn't want people to miss the dark web content. It's insane. How do you stay dedicated to go live every day? I'm telling you, this is the highlight of my day. The whole day, I'm like, how do I find my way back into my dojo? I feel like every day is like a dream, like a hazy dream. And I'm just dropped into this open world sandbox. And my whole mission, the whole level is, how do I get back? I'm on a new map every day. And I'm like, how do I get back to the dojo? How do I make my way back? That's it. And I would walk 5,000 miles. This is what I want to do. It's hard not when I'm not here. That's what's difficult. That's what's challenging. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. Thank you, AR. GR721. Insane. It's insane. It's insane. Cody Chapman has been influenced. Cody Chapman says, I want to be a part of the family. I don't want to miss out. Cody Chapman says, hey, no FOMO. No FOMO, but I want to be a YouTube member. I got to be a part of the family. No FOMO. Thank you, Cody Chapman. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is, Idol. Yes, it is. I got all my homies with me. David Zimmerman. Who's out there missing Mighty Mouse? Ken Velasquez. Carlos Condit. It's a different time, bro. It's a different time. It's just like, hey, where have all the wrestlers gone? Long time past. It's like, what the heck is this? What am I seeing right here? Why did this happen? Why am I being sent this? This is ridiculous. Okay. What was I saying? It's just like, hey, where's Macho Man Randy Savage? Where's Hulk? Where's Hulk Hogan? Where's Stone Cold Steve Austin? Where's Mankind? Where's Brutus the Barber Beefcake? Where's Shawn Michaels? Where's X-Pac? Where's Honky Tonk Man? Where's Tatanka? Where's Yokozuna? Where's Razor Ramon? Where's Doink? Where's Lex Luger? You got all these like Disney looking characters in the WWE now. It's gross, man. They did that hard overcorrection, you know. They came out of the Attitude Era. They're like, we got to clean up now. We got to clean up. Oh, no. Everyone knows I've been trying to get you back, and I'm not lying, baby. Oh, baby, I want you back. I want you, baby. All right, I'm a little all over the place right now. I apologize. We all miss him, bro. I'm nostalgic, you know, no matter where I'm at, I'm nostalgic. I miss the way music used to be. I miss the way movies used to be. I miss the old fighters. I miss, same thing as sports. I watch sports, I'm like, bro, where's Tim Duncan? Where's Allen Iverson? Where's Manu Ginobili? I don't know any of these dudes. I can't be rooting for dudes younger than me. You know, it feels weird. It feels kind of lame when you're a little kid and you're rooting for these people. They're like superheroes, you know? And then you're like, wait a minute, I could babysit you, bro. I can't be cheering for you like you're my hero. I used to tutor you in reading class. It's almost like as bad as like the whole thing. I've talked about it before. I'm not going to go too hard on it because I know it's going to hurt some people's feelings. It's like when you wear a jersey, you know, and you're wearing some other dude's name on your back. It's like you might as well tattoo it across your shoulder blades, you know? If you're going to put some other dude's name, if you're going to be stamping some other dude's last name on your back, you might as well tattoo it on there. You might as well make it permanent. Don't tease them. Don't be teasing them. It's the same thing, bro. Andre the Giant, that's what I'm saying. Come on. Thoughts on Chimaev's beard being really, really nice. You know what? I was watching a pretty significant amount of Khamzat content today because I really wanted to beef up on what I was going to be talking about. And I've been seeing constant comments about how much people like his beard. I mean, the dude's doing something right. People are agreeing with envy. I think it's good for him. He's owning it. And it doesn't even look itchy. You know how some fools, they got it? It looks like, kind of looks like it stinks. It looks like it's got to be itchy. It looks clean, bro. It looks clean. He could be a beard model. I'm telling you. What's up, Drew? Just joined the membership. I got all my homies with me. Thank you, bro. Thank you. So look, I want to get to my topic today. I want to get to my main topic. Breaking news. Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev is fighting for more than being the best African champion. You know, Khamzat Chimaev is the overdog right now. And I say overdog because I didn't know which term I should use because I'm going off the beanie right here. And I realized as I started my sentence, I didn't know how I was going to finish it. Because I was thinking about how he's not the underdog and he's so highly favored. And I thought, well, if he's not the underdog, what is he? And then by the time I got to the end of the sentence, I realized he must be the overdog. So Khamzat Chimaev is the overdog by far in this fight, right? And still, I have to make this clear. I have to make it apparent. I have to put respect on his beard. Khamzat Chimaev is the far clear overdog, and he's still not given enough respect. He's still underestimated as far as I'm confirmed. They should execute. They should apply the mercy rule before the fight even starts. It's over before it began. It's over. They're not on the same level. It's like sometimes when I'm on YouTube and I get a lot of basketball videos that pop up because I like basketball. Not necessarily NBA. It's just everything's just gotten too Disneyland, you know? Everything's gotten too soft and mainstream and artificial and superficial. I don't know. But in general, like the sport of basketball, I like it. And I always see those videos pop up where there's like a crazy like street baller and he's got these crazy handles and he's got this shot. And they put him against like a 12th string NBA player. They'll put him like against a 12th string, like he's white. He's like a white 12 string. Doesn't even have tattoos. He wears like New Balance. He's like the last guy they got picked, you know? Like the commissioner was like, we have to take him, really? And they're like, yeah, you got one. And so they took him. And he smokes the street baller. Smokes him. That's what we're looking at right here with Khamzat Chimaev and Du Plessis. That's exactly what we're looking at. I saw some color come in right now.
Thanks for the sub.
Hey, by the way, get a pen and paper. Get a pen and paper out right now. Write it down. Text it to yourself. There's a song that popped up in my Pandora right now. I love this song. I love this song, and it doesn't make sense because this isn't really like a kind of, the way it sounds isn't really like a genre that I feel like I would normally like. The band is called June, as in the month of June, Junetober. The group is called Junetober, and the song is called Video Fantasy Dream Girl. I could loop this for days. It's like the most mellow, laid back, cool kind of beat. And so I love this song. I bump it in the car. My kids get embarrassed. I love this song. Oh! Okay. Wilson Mitchell. Look, Wilson Mitchell. I was having this conversation. So Marilena had to dip out right now to do some stuff. And before she left, she was asking me some questions about my solar stuff. And I was like, you see, what happened was I was gonna stream, and then I was gonna make an actual video. I want to edit a video, and I was gonna do a member stream after that, and she's like, and then the solar, like, and I was like, so we're starting to ease into that conversation, you know. And Wilson Mitchell just showed up with 100 big ones, $100, 100 in the Cash App, and he says it's for bills and stuff, you know, whatever you need. It's starting to make not only sense, not only too much sense. It's just like Chimaev and Du Plessis. He's already the overdog. He's already there. It's not just making sense. Oh yeah, they're a good matchup. That no, it's not there. It's beyond that. Okay, well here's an underdog. Here's an overdog. No, it's not even there. You need to put more respect on Chimaev's name. You need to overrate him at this point. That's the same thing right here. It's starting to make. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't even make too much sense at this point. It's starting to make so much sense that it backfires and it becomes nonsensical. People are too supportive. People are being too supportive. It doesn't even make sense anymore. Now, I don't want that to discourage anybody because I like that it's not making sense. It's not making sense in a good way. It's kind of like Bob Dylan's lyrics, like we kind of touched on earlier. They don't make sense, but they don't make sense in a good way, They're so nonsensical that it's like, it's like my brain can't even comprehend it. It's too intelligent. It's too intellectual. It's like that, Thank you, Wilson Mitchell. 100 big ones. 100 big ones in the Cash App. Thank you, bro. I liked when movies didn't have random comedic relief moments, weird one-liners that could have built into tense moments. Not everything gotta be funny. Ooh, interesting. I thought you were gonna go another way with this. So, come on. I kind of think, like, if I could kind of add to what you're saying, and I might take this in a direction that you're not on board with, but here's what I get from what you're saying. I feel like movies today, I feel like people are afraid to make comedies. Like we could all name like the classic, our favorite comedies ever, and I feel like today they would never make them. But what they do, Plessy, is they'll make a movie that's like an action movie, a superhero movie, a dramatic movie, whatever kind of movie, and then they'll add those comedic relief moments that you're talking about. And it's like, well, I guess that's as close we're going to get to comedy these days. And what happens is we're not making full-fledged, full-length actual comedies anymore. So we're putting little comedic relief moments into spots where they don't really work as well. And the drama could have stayed a drama. The action could have stayed action. The thriller could have stayed thriller or whatever. And then let's have actual, someone wants to watch laughter from beginning to end. Let's make an actual comedy movie. Let's make a movie that like Norm Macdonald would have been in. Chris Farley. Young Adam Sandler. Let's like a Vince Vaughn movie. Let's make a movie that you're supposed to go in there and laugh your head off. Let's not squeeze it into little one-liners, into some drama or superhero movie. That's where it takes my beanie. That's what I think of. ARJR721, watching the replay at work had me talking to myself. I answer like I'm in the chat while getting crazy looks from my coworkers. Everyone's probably having a powwow. They're like, hey, this dude's been doing it. This dude? I'm starting to get concerned. Hey, have you guys heard? They're in the break room. They're like, have you heard ARJR721? Yeah, I was just working next to ARJR721. Yeah, I don't know what he keeps like. He's like on a loop or something, bro. I'm telling you, it's like a mantra or something. He keeps. At first, he was humming to himself, and I was like, "Why does that melody seem familiar?" And then he said it out loud. He just kept going, "We are family." Cause I'm good on my homies with me. But he kept saying, he didn't even sing the rest of the song. He just kept doing it. He did it like 5 times in a row. And there were, every once in a while, he'll sing it 10 times in a row. And he just kept going, we are family. Like when you're watching a horror movie and there's like a little girl and she's singing a song like in a real soft voice and it makes it super scary. You know how like Islam Makachev talks in that real soft spoken, real scary serial killer kind of voice? You know how when they have like a little girl in a horror movie? That's how ARJR721 was singing. He just kept going, we are family, cause I got all my homies with me. And then he would pause for like 5 seconds and then he would do it again. That's what they're saying when ARJR721's at work. Let me try to, so look, Khamzat Chimaev is clearly the overdog. But I think we need to put even more respect on that. It's a whole different level. And unfortunately, there's a narrative out there right now. And it's about Chimaev's stamina. And I want to nip something in the bud real quick. And I don't want to be like Daniel Cormier. I don't want to be like Charles Sonnen. I don't want to be talking about a topic that's already being talked about and act like if I just came up with it myself. You know, I'm going to quote Michael Bisping, all right? Because Michael Bisping came out with the video and he's saying that the stamina, the newfound stamina of Khamzat Chimaev that he's been working on with TJ Dillashaw, a stamina coach or whatever, which we all know. And again, I'm just regurgitating this from Bisping. I'm not stealing anybody's content. I will cite sources. I will give references. You see how easy it is, Charles Sonnen? Daniel Cormier, Dominic Cruz, Paul Felder. You see how easy it is to cite a source? You see how simple it is? It only takes a few seconds. So Michael Bisping was quoting TJ Dillashaw and talking about TJ Dillashaw's stamina coach, which again, I'm regurgitating. We already all know. We all know who TJ Dillashaw's stamina coach is. Let's say it together. EPO. EPO is his stamina coach. And I didn't even know that till recently. Why is he taking the EPO? EPO is directly tied to searching for more stamina. So I'm not talking about an EPO coach. I don't want to cast any kind of a dark shadow over Chimaev. But Michael Bisping was talking about this secret weapon because why? TJ Dillashaw was running his mouth about it. He was saying that Chimaev is going to come into this fight with a very special, very secret weapon. And now that's a big narrative out there because people always like to talk about Chimaev's stamina. Jairo, is Khamzat's training going to help him or burn him out? He's working with some great people. Quick, everyone, get members for 1 hour straight. Yes, that'll be crazy. My goal, I'm trying to get, look, it's not, here's our goal. We're trying to get to 1 million members. It's feasible, right? We're trying to get to 1 million members. We don't even have 1 million subscribers. So we're trying to overdog ourselves right here. All right? So look, let me show you where we stand right now. According to the back end on YouTube, and you guys have been adding to the family like crazy. I don't even know if it's going to show me all the members or if it takes a while to update. Currently, we have 236 members. We have 236 members. Let's try to get to 1 million by the end of this stream. 1 million. I believe in you. Thank you very much, Jairo. Thank you. So Dillashaw, here's what you have to understand. There's some context here. TJ Dillashaw is linked in. He's one of those Jackson boys. Jaxxon. He's in that Jackson gang with Luke Rockhold, with that other dude, Bear something, that's always all coked up on something. I don't remember his last name. The dude that's always like, his eyes are all bugging out of his head. You know, the dude that does a podcast with Rampage? And I like him, but it is what it is. And also, of course, Rampage Jackson. That's the camp that TJ Dillashaw's from, and that is where Chimaev is training. That's where he's at right now, training. So, of course, Dillashaw's putting that narrative out there. He's making everybody focus on his stamina. He's working on his stamina. He's doing this. Did you see he's with my coach. He's not doing EPO, though. Everybody, he's not doing EPO. He's not doing EPO. And I know everybody thought my trainer was the one that was giving me EPO. They thought he was trying to do me like that one dude with Michael Jackson. It's not like that, but he is training with him. Because I got all my homies with me. At this very moment in time right now, ARJR721's coworkers are like, because I got all my homies with me. They got their like they got their box cutters ready. He's doing it again. He's walking in circles. He's psyching himself out. ARJR721 just gifted 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. Zeus. Christ. Paul Polito, Fan 3030, Nelson Perez, and Miss Vicky May. We now have 241 members. And I ain't even going to do the math to find out how much closer we need to get to 1 million. But we'll get there. We got time. We got more time. I only drank like 2 sips of my coffee. We got time. It's starting to kick in. It's going to be a bad crash. It's not going to be a good crash. But it's going to be a fun rise. It's going to be a fun high. And we're going to ride it. We're going to ride it together. So look, there is a narrative out there that Khamzat Chimaev has no stamina. Cause I got all my homies with me. Jose, well, oh, look at this. $9.99, and he doesn't even have to do it because you already know about the tiers. And I'm going to stop talking about it because I'm going to shoot myself in the chancla. But he didn't have to do it, and he went above and beyond to contribute and to support Fat, because that's how Jose does it. That's his style. Because I got all my Jose's with me. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Throwing down Fat right there. There's this narrative about Khamzat Chimaev's stamina. And why is that? Everybody takes things at face value. They hear a narrative. Something is spoken by a commentator or whatever. Some talking head. And there it is. Okay. Thank you. I got my Cliff's notes. I don't have to do my homework. Now, do you want me to tell you why there is a narrative out there that Chimaev doesn't have good stamina? Do you want me to tell you? You could live vivaciously through me right now. Go ahead, because I don't want you to feel like I'm doing what you're doing with all the other talking heads out there. When you come over here to the Talking Beanie, it's different because I've been chanclas on the ground. I've done my due diligence for you. I've done the research. I did it so that you wouldn't have to. All right? Khamzat Chimaev is very similar, only in one way, to John Jones. The only way that he could defeat is if he defeats himself. The only way that he loses is if he beats himself. And that's why he has the narrative that he has no stamina. Why do they bring that up? Because mostly because of the fight with Gilbert Burns. I guess you could kind of say Usman, but that's a little different because of the grappling logistics. But it's because of the Burns fight. It's because the way you saw him breathing, the faces he was making, the way his body was wearing down, the way he wasn't as sharp and all that. And why did that happen? Why did he look like that? Is it because Chimaev doesn't have good stamina? No, that's way too basic. That's too simple. The reason he looked that way and the reason it gets misinterpreted as not having good stamina is because the very simple reason Chimaev was not fighting his fight. He went out of his element and he was going toe-to-toe and he was scrapping and he was fighting Gilbert Burns' fight. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. It wasn't because that fool doesn't know how to condition. He wasn't eating right. He wasn't sleeping right. He needs to get a better trainer. He needs Dillashaw's guy. It was because he wasn't fighting his fight. He went away from the game plan. And in that fight, everybody's seen it. It was hilarious. Everybody clipped it. Everybody talked about it. You can see when he goes to the corner, his coach is losing his mind and he's screaming at him. It's comical. You should look at it. It's like when Jerry Seinfeld would get mad and he would yell at his friends and they would laugh because his anger manifested as comedy. It was hilarious when the dude was yelling at Chimaev. And he was basically telling him, what are you doing? You're not listening to us. You're deviating from the game plan. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. And that's why he looked so bad. He was in an NBA game and he was doing baseball moves. It's gonna look clunky. It's not gonna look good. That's why people looked at it and they heard one person, two person, maybe three person mention stamina. Well, yeah, when you're getting beat in the face because you deviated from the game plan, when you're trying to play a saxophone, even though you are a professional chair one type of flute player, what do you think you're going to sound like? You're going to sound and look like an amateur. That's exactly what Chimaev did, and that's why he got the stamina reputation. That's exactly what happened. Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev. Brother. I'm not only training with TJ, coach, brother, ask Armin. I have no SNC, brother, he keeps me healthy. Hey, brother. What's SNC? Striking and clipping. I have no SNC. I feel like this is something that I should know. And as soon as someone explains it, I'm going to say I'm an idiot. I should have known that. It's probably a very common MMA term. And I'm embarrassed now. What is SNC? Striking and coaching? Striking and... Brother, not only training with TJ, coach, brother. Ask Arman. I have no S in... What does he say? SNC, brother. He keeps me healthy, brother. What does that stand for? Strength and conditioning. Oh my gosh. See, I'm an idiot. I told you, I'm prophetic. See, so look, people are misinterpreting. They're putting the dots together incorrectly. So look, there's already a narrative out there that he has bad stamina, and it's for the wrong reasons. People are misunderstanding what happened there. He went out of, and I hesitate to say out of his element, because Chimaev knows how to strike. He has definitely teed off on people. But in that place and time, against that fighter, it didn't make sense. He should have stuck to his game plan, and he didn't. And that's why it took its toll on him, and he looked the way it did. And now you combine that with TJ Dillashaw saying, hey, everybody, it's all good. He's working with the best strength and conditioning coach in the game, not EPO, the actual person. Some people are saying, the Woody Harrelson looking I almost said decimated. Some people are saying that the dude looks like a emaciated Woody Harrelson. I guess I could see it. Billy the Kidder. Billy the Kidder just gifted 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. We are 5 members closer to our 1 million member goal. The more here's what you guys need to understand. Me having it's like Costco memberships. It's like Costco memberships. Me having members on here is what allows the dojo to stay running. It allows it to stay open. And when you see that consistency on the back end, that's what allows Marilena to go. Because Marilena's not going to trust donations, all right? I'm different than her. I get it, okay? I'm here. I see that. I know what's going on here. But you see the memberships, it's like, oh, bro. There's a type of commitment there. There's a level of commitment. That's like you went out of your way and went across town to get a library card, you know? There's a certain level of commitment when the word membership is thrown on there, you know? And then if maybe they go in there and they see you, you know, singing like that one Bob Dylan song that you forgot the lyrics to, and they're like, hey, I like this. I don't want to miss out on it next month. Maybe they'll re-up. And a lot of them probably won't. And their credit card gets maxed out, and then it drops the membership, and it happens. But like there's a good, you know what I'm saying? Thank you very much, Billy the Kidder. Congratulations, Carlos. R. Ibrahim. EP. Dog Dirt. And J. Janke. Welcome to the membership. Welcome to the dark web of the Mexican martial arts. There is a tab that says membership at the top. And from what I've been told, when you become a member, it says perks. Make sure you get in there and see all the behind the scenes stuff, all right? So when you take the combination, hold on, I don't know what she's talking about. I can't stand this. What is Friday? Question mark. When you combine the narrative that's out there with Chimaev and the whole stamina thing, because he wasn't fighting his fight, and you combine that with what TJ Dillashaw? DJ Dillashaw. Is that already a Twitter name? I like that. DJ Dillashaw. That's got to be a thing already, right? That's like John Bovey. Someone had to come up with that, right? I like it because it was accidental. I didn't have to force it. Is DJ Dillashaw already a Twitter name? Is that already a thing in the MMA sphere? Has anyone heard that before? The chat is so behind. I'm from the future. I'm from the future. DJ Dillashaw is ours. Am I the first one? Hey, I might be the first, but I ain't the last. Because you're going to hear it on Good Guy, Bad Guy tomorrow. So look, when you take the combination of that narrative and what Dillashaw is saying, you got people like Michael Bisping out here making all these videos, and now that's all that everybody's talking about. But you know what? I'm over here like Shia LaBeouf. Get it? It's beautiful what Dillashaw's doing right now. It's beautiful. DJ Dillashaw versus Dominic Drews was a freight guy. You're burning my brain right now. Hearing it for the very first time, but it will be overused tomorrow. I got all my homies with me. Chale, all of a sudden, DJ Dillashaw. Chale is the Carlos Mencia of the MMA world. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Look. I think it's beautiful what Dillashaw is doing right now because he is from the Jackson camp, right? And that is where Chimaev is training right now. He's protecting his dude. He's throwing out the switcheroo to the MMA community. He's muddying up the waters. He's trying to cause confusion. What Dillashaw is doing right now is a distraction blow. And look, I like Chimaev. And I want him to win. I'm rooting for him. I'm in solidarity for him. All right? It hasn't really come in. It hasn't really come in, but I'm trying to do a beard like him. You see it? I'm trying to do a beard like him. When I took this off, I was trying to fill in. I was trying to put it down here. I was trying to Photoshop my face. I was trying to move some down here, but it didn't stay on. It didn't stick. I put some Brute. I thought the Brute was going to be sticky, and it came off. I'm in solidarity with Chimaev. So I don't want to be exposing. I don't want to let people know. I don't want to ruin the rules. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not afraid of it. Because I'm getting views like Unk MMA. I'm not afraid of it. Because this video is going to get 2,000 views, tops. 2,000 views max. And at least 150 of them are going to be me refreshing to see if it got any more views. So I'm not afraid that I'm going to expose the plan. I'm not afraid that I'm going to mess up Chimaev. It's not even on the radar. It's not a possibility. So I'm okay with that. I'm confident. This is between us right here. This is just homies talking right here. What's up, Australian Yeti? You know what? I want to talk about something real quick. Side note. I was at an event this last weekend with Jesse Jr. And it was some other kids and their dads, right? And one of the dads is like, works for the sheriff's department, right? And he does a lot of like rescue missions and stuff like that. And he was talking to another dad, and I was kind of just like kind of zoned out. I was kind of looking at stuff and enjoying nature and stuff like that. And he starts talking about this one mission that he was on and how they were out in the woods. And I hear him tell this other dad that he came across a Yeti. He tells him that he stumbled across a Yeti. And I'm like, all ears, you know. I'm like, I flipped my beanie up a little bit because I don't want to miss anything. I was like, bro, this is my moment. this is my moment. He's going to start talking about the center of the earth. He's going to start talking about the Arctic wall. He's going to start talking about, Project High Jump. And like, so he tells me, and this is like a straight-laced dude, he doesn't mess around. So I hear him tell him that they came across a Yeti, and I'm like, I'm going to start asking all my questions, right? And then like the next sentence, he starts describing the Yeti. And I was like, that doesn't correlate with anything I've ever heard or read or watched in my life. This is a weird description. What kind of Yeti was this? Maybe he was in a different type of area. And then I realized that he was, yes, you are correct, Beto. Or I think that's where you're going with it. I'm not sure. It turns out that he was talking about a water bottle. He was talking about a Yeti water bottle. I was very disappointed. And then I again detached from the conversation and just continued to enjoy my surroundings. But for a moment, I thought all my wildest fantasies were about to be fulfilled. Anyway, we are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. Daryl Tarquin, John Serson. Daryl Tarquin, John Serson. Daryl 1776 just joined the 199 squad. He went above and beyond. He didn't have to jump like that. He didn't have to jump tears like that, but he just did it out of the kindness of his heart. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you. Welcome to the dark web of the Mexican martial arts. If you don't know how to navigate around, and find all the Easter eggs, find all the hidden content, ask one of your new relatives. So look, it's taken me about 57 minutes to get to my very first bullet point. There's already a narrative that Chimaev doesn't have stamina, and now Dillashaw's talking about, hey, he's good, he's going to win this fight because he's working on his stamina, and now everyone's talking about his stamina, and it's a diversion. Chimaev has good stamina, but of course, someone is going to look out of place. They're going to look clunky. They're going to look, what's the word that I was thinking? They're going to look clumsy. They're going to look out of place if they're not actively doing what they trained for. So it's a distraction that's been thrown out there right now, right? And it's a beautiful thing because they're coming from the same camp. And you would think that Bisping could see this. You would think all the time he has spent in the fight game, he could see. I saw it right away. As soon as I heard Bisping talking about it, and then I went down the rabbit hole, I was like, are you kidding me? And I know a lot of people like to make fun of Bisping. A lot of people like to make fun of him because of his eyesight. Because instead of 20/20, he's just 20, And they think like he only sees half. He sees the cup. He sees the cup half full, but the glass is actually full, but Bisping sees it half full. Like a lot of people say that, like clowning on him. And I think of it like Bisping only having one eye should actually work in his favor. Because again, when I was doing that event with Jesse Jr., we were kind of out in nature and we were doing some father-son stuff, And I was out there like with the rifle, And do you ever see people shoot a rifle like this? Do you ever see their eyes like this? No. Same thing as in the Olympics. That one older dude, he was like this. Even the dude that doesn't use all that crazy stuff, he just goes like that. You close one eye, right? Because you want to lock in. You want to zero in. You want to make sure that you're like scoping with what God gave you, Or like if you believe that you're telescoping with the accidental primordial from the tadpole, like whatever they decided that you were going to have accidentally. And it was going to be so unbelievably sophisticated accidentally, So Bisping is walking around 24/7 on scope mode. He's full scope. He's walking around 24/7 like American Sniper. And you could say American Sniper even though it's Bisping. I'm not going to say British Sniper because he He has left his land. He has abandoned his home country. He wants to be American now. His ringtone is, I am a real American. He's walking around 24/7, full scope, one-eyed Bisping. He should have better. He's locked in visually at all times. How did he not see right through this? ARJR 721, one of his co-workers are going to pull on the fire alarm. One of his co-workers are nervous right now. They're nervous. They're sweating. Their stomachs are turning. ARJR 721 is in the corner right now. We are family, because I got all my homies with me. Can you even comprehend the anxiety his coworkers are feeling right now? They are slowly inching toward exit points. ARJR 721 just gifted 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. I don't even understand this level of generosity. We may get to 1 million tonight. I just burped accidentally. I apologize. I don't like to burp on microphones. I'm not Mark Norman. I hate that. I did that the other day and Marilena said, are you an old man or what? There's stuff coming out of your body accidentally. Andrew Walton, Yuri McFlurry, Selenos, 6V16, CC, and Full Clown Regalia. Congratulations. Welcome. Welcome to the Mexican martial arts family. That's how you know we're a Mexican family. We're multiplying out here. So Michael Bisping wasn't able to see this. And when I was listening to some stuff, look, here's the problem. Here is a problem with Chimaev. And I say this again as a fan. But this is me getting worried. This is me getting paranoid. Here's the thing with Chimaev. He's a wild man. He's a wild man. If he snaps, he might abandon everything. He might abandon the game plan. In one of his interviews, he was talking about when he started working at his gym where he fights out of. When he first started there, one of the dudes was getting a little bit low. Things got kind of out of hand. And they were like, hey, chill out on the mat. So he went and hid in the bathroom. He's like, hey, let's go body blows in the stall. He wanted to fight a dude in the stall. He went to the bathroom. He went into the bathroom stall. He opened the door. He's like, come on, let's get in here like telephone booth style. And the dude's like, hey, I don't want to do that. No. And then his friend came in and was trying to break it up. And he told his friend, then you come in here. Let's go. He's down. He's down at all times. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter where. And that kind of stuff backfired. That's why he fought the way that he did with Burns. David Zimmerman, Shara Bullet is a savage with one eye. I'm telling you, we've heard those old mythologies, right? Like the Cyclopses and stuff like that. It's an advantage. It's the lay people out here. You know, that's like if you're a librarian, you know? If you're a librarian, if you're like a waitress, if you're like a crossing guard, if you're like you paint portraits for like hotel lobbies, if you're like a therapist, like you're a soft-spoken, you know, soft around the edges, kind of happy-go-lucky, like those are the people that are meant to walk around with two eyes. Just like run-of-the-mill, calm, mellow type people that don't want no trouble. You get a Cyclops, that dude's built for war. I'm telling you, people like to poke fun and stuff like that. But you run across a Cyclops, that fool is built for war. It's the same thing. So, I just wanted to be clear. I want to kill the narrative about Chimaev's stamina. He's good with stamina as long as he doesn't deviate from the game plan. Think about like Usain Bolt. Are you gonna tell Usain Bolt, hey, dude, I know you're good at your thing. I know you're good at running 100 meters, but bro, you need to get better at running the 10-mile one. And I know it's not called that, but I'm not on my kilometer game, so I don't know how to convert that. And I know there's nothing in the Olympics called the 10-mile one. But, you know, it's probably a kilometer race with a different label. But no one's going to be like, hey, Usain, look, hey, come over here, bro. Come on, let me talk to you. Hold on. Oh, the gold medal ceremony still going? Okay, hurry up, bro. Oh, I know. You know, 100 meters and whatever, world record over and over again. I get it, bro. But you got to get better at the 10 miles, bro. What are you doing? Like, for real. You got to get better at the 10 miles. Nobody's going to tell Usain Bolt that. Because that's not his thing. As long as Chimaev keeps doing his thing, there's no reason whatsoever for him to have to work on a thing that doesn't make any sense for his game. And I don't mean to make that sound like, hey, he doesn't need stamina. Don't worry about it. He has stamina. He has fine stamina. It just looks like he doesn't when he deviates. Nobody would tell. It's frustrating. Telling Usain Bolt, having the expectation that Usain Bolt needs to train for a marathon is like having the expectation that Nina Drama needs anything aside from cleavage and sensual innuendo. Like, it's unrealistic. Certain people just have that one thing that's going to work for them, and they take that as far as they can. And if you could get UFC gold with it, then there it is. Trying to deviate off that path is only going to cause stress and heartache. It doesn't make any sense for Chimaev. Chimaev's secret weapon is not this newfound stamina. He has fine stamina. Chimaev's secret weapon is that he's Batman. Chimaev was basically living in a pit. He was living like in this little box, a little pit in the gym. He lived in the gym. And it wasn't like at this like nice, like cush, like Best Western. It was he was living like in a little chamber, like full on Batman, like at the end of the world down there. He's Batman. He's the Batman of MMA. While you have fools out here like Du Plessis, out here all cosmetic, out here getting nose jobs and frosted tips, Chimaev is down there like Batman living in a hole. They did him silent rage style. They threw him to the bottom of the well like that. He was down there for between 2 and 3 years. And when I was watching him in that interview with Brett Okamoto, he took him to that little room where he used to live. And he was looking at it like he almost had tears in his eyes. He was looking at it like he missed it. Like he missed it. Like he wanted to go back to it. Like a lion wanting to go back to his cage. And he said his brother forced him to leave. His brother forced him to get out of there. He's like, bro, you can't live here. You can't be doing this. You need to go, live the high life. You know what? I bet it wasn't his brother. I bet it was Katie Roth. His brother. Sure. Apparently, Katie Roth's giving him at least 3 Mercedes. All this other stuff that he probably can't even mention. It's like, Ramzan Kadyrov is like Chimaev's Colonel Tom Parker. You know that guy that like ruined Elvis's career in his life and took control of him and messed everything up? That's what Kadyrov is to Chimaev. That's his Colonel Parker. Chimaev didn't even want to fight anymore. Remember when he got sick? He's like, hey, everyone, I think I'm done. And then Ramzan went on. He's like, nope, he's not done. He's going to keep fighting. He's going to fight for his country. And he makes him fight. He makes him go in there. And he's fronting him all these things like a record label so he can own him. Hey, you want a Mercedes? You want another Mercedes? You want another Mercedes? Do you want this and that for your mom? Cool. I own you now. You're going to keep fighting. It's crazy. Have you ever seen the photos with Chimaev? when he's in a photo with Katie Roth, you know how like when you look at a photo with Bisping and he's got that one crazy eye? That's how both of Chimaev's eyes look. They both look like they don't belong there. They look crazy. He has that look in his eyes like Britney Spears had when she was on a photo with her dad. It's crazy. I feel bad for the dude. Khamzat Chimaev was like literally, he's like in multiple senses a prisoner of war. He was like a prisoner of war because when they go toe to toe, when they go to battle, when they get into that cage and the door closes and they go, that's warfare. And he was living in a pit for almost 3 years. He was a POW. He was trapped in there. And again, he loved it and he wants to go back. He misses it. And at the same time, he's basically a prisoner of war under the rule of Katie Roth. What do you think would happen to Chimaev if he said no to Katie Roth and he didn't want to fight anymore? He did whatever he wanted. You don't think, look at, you know the kind of background that Chimaev came from. You don't think he's already made enough money in the UFC to take care of his mom? Can you imagine how much he's going to get squeezed by Katie Roth? It's never going to end. It's never going to end. Cause I got all my homies with me. Chimaev is going to end up being 82 years old fighting Jake Paul's grandson. Because Katie Roth is going to keep milking him for money as long as he has breath in his lungs. ARJR 721. The authorities have been notified. The authorities are on the way. ARJR 721's co-workers are in the bathroom stalls right now listening to police scanners. There's a frenzy in the building. 5 Mexican martial arts memberships from ARJR 721. Congratulations, El Tronado, Sack Beef, Flapin, Sal Si Puedes, Spill Acid, and Biscuit Party. Congratulations. Khamzat Chimaev is the John McCain of MMA. He's a prisoner of war. Du Plessis is fighting for vanity. He was fighting because he wanted to rub it in Adesanya's face that he would be the greatest African champion. The first African champion. Israel Adesanya, I mean, I don't want to just straight up say he's not from Africa. I don't want to make that claim. But, bro, you're also from China. You're also from New Zealand. There was that one thing, you're also British, apparently. Israel Adesanya is almost from as many places as Ilia Tapoera. These dudes have more of an ethnic background. These dudes, Ilia Tapoera and Israel Adesanya, have a more diverse background than Mariah Carey. It doesn't make any sense. Israel Adesanya and Ilia Tapoera have more different types of genes than an Old Navy. Du Plessis fighting for vanity. Chimaev is fighting for his life. That fool's scared. You've seen the videos of him with Katie Roth pretending to lose fights to him, pretending to lose fights to his sons. He's breaking stuff. He's knocking glasses over. He's terrified. And you know how much he loves his mom. He's always talking about his mom. Perfect. You've seen mafia movies. You can't have a family. You can't have a family. You run across a mafia member. Hey, do you have a family? No. You got a mom and dad? Nah, never had them. You got kids? No. You got cousins? Nah. You married? No. Where'd you come from? I don't know. I just kind of spawned out of the air like Terminator. Did you see that one movie where he kind of just appeared and he was naked? That's how I was. I woke up one day and I was naked in a Walmart in the sporting section. And at first they called the authorities. But then they found out it wasn't my fault. And I learned everything. They put me in a room with the iPad. And I'm just like a kid these days. Like any kid that was born past 2010, I'm like one of them. I was born naked, and then immediately they put an iPad in my hand. And that's how I know everything that I know today. Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Chimaev just starts telling Katie Rob, Baby Shark. That's the only way that Chimaev gets out of this. That's the only way that Chimaev gets out of this safe. One of these days, when he's chilling at the pad with Katie Roth, they're like all in the room with all the homies. They all got their guns in their hands, and they're playing Russian roulette with like AR whatevers. And then Chimaev's like, hey, bro, I got to go to the bathroom. I think I got chorro, bro. I'll be right back. And then Chimaev comes out naked. Completely naked as the day that he was born in the Walmart sporting section. He comes out completely naked going, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark. Katie Roth's like, bro, you gotta go, bro. You gotta go, bro. You're not valuable to me anymore. You ain't gonna be Dudu Plessis like that. That's not gonna cut it. You're gonna make me look bad. You're gone, bro. You're done. And then Chimaev's gonna be like, brother, you don't want to kill me? You don't want to kill me? And he's gonna be like, bro, it's not even gonna be good for my rep if I kill you at this point. You just 5150, homie. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I don't want to be known for killing the dude that was singing Baby Shark naked. That's not gonna be a good look for me. Just do your thing, bro. That's the only way that Chimaev gets out of this clean. The only way. Hey, I gotta do that just for you, Terry. I gotta do that just for you. Oh. Oh my goodness. Dudu Plessis out here fighting for vanity. He just wants to be the best African champion, which wasn't that hard. Wasn't that hard if you even count Adesanya as African champion. Chimaev, I've talked about this before. Chimaev's out here fighting like a college athlete. Chimaev's out here fighting for something more. When you're in the NBA already, bro, again, you could be a 12-string player and you're making millions. It's probably even better to be a 12-string player because you get to make millions and you get to chill out on the bench drinking Gatorade. You know how many times the first stringers, the starters, they come down and they're like, bro, I'm trying to hydrate. And they're like, hey, Mickey, drink it all. And Milky's just like, and they're like, fool, you just been sitting here the whole game. And he's like, yeah, it was hot in here, bro. I haven't even taken off my warm-ups. I haven't even taken off my windbreakers. It's hot in here. You're over there in your tank top and your shorts. You're getting that cool breeze. I'm sitting over here in my windbreakers. I'm sweating over here. I feel like I'm burning more calories than you are. Chimaev is like participating in college sports right now. It's like he's trying to get drafted. He's fighting for something bigger, competing for more. Dudu Plessis, like, he's already got that strap. He's already the best African champ. He's already got that fame. Everyone thinks he's so crazy and quirky and an awkward fighter. He's got that good rep. Chimaev is fighting for his life and for the life of his family because he knows what he's going to do. He knows what's going to happen to him if Katie Rob's unhappy. Another thing I found very interesting, I did not know until today that Chimaev didn't have a cleft lip. That's not a cleft lip. I did not know that. Apparently, he fell and busted his face open when he was like, I forgot what it said, like 2 years old. Ripped his mouth open, lost some teeth, and they had to like reconstruct his face. It messed up his nose, broke his nose, and now he could only breathe out of one nostril. I didn't know that. And I don't know if any of you did. I had no idea. He fell like on a concrete staircase, busted his face open. So you got Dudu Plessis over here looking for any excuse to get a nose job, frost his tips. I want to be the king of Africa. I want to be the king of Africa. And you got Chimaev over here, he could only breathe through one nostril, which is what Du Plessis was complaining about, and he's not saying anything about it. He's just doing his thing. This whole time, everything you've seen Chimaev doing, he's only been breathing through one nostril. Jairo, Khamzat doesn't have any illnesses. He survived some forever sleep attempts. His water was just undrinkable. Hold up. I'm very confused right now. Khamzat didn't have any illnesses. He survived some forever sleep attempts. Oh, his water was undrinkable. Oh, no. You think Kadyrov already tried? He was already trying to do that? Was he that mad at him? Bro, hold up. Let me, I think I might need you to give me this whole story again, like I don't know what you're talking about. ... Is this something in Clovis? Question mark. So look. Here's something that I thought was pretty messed up. I was watching an interview with Chimaev, and he told Brett Okamoto verbatim. He told Brett Okamoto that he wants to meet God. Chimaev wants to die. He has a death wish. He's so hating his situation right now with Kadyrov, he wants to die. He started talking about how he believes in God, and he says, I want to meet God. He wants to meet his maker. He's ready. He says, I don't fear death. I want to meet God. That he looks forward to it. And he was talking to Brett Okamoto about when he makes all this money. He doesn't want all this flashiness. He doesn't want to buy stuff. He says, I want to put all that money right back into the Chechen kids. Into Chechnya. I want to build gyms for them so they could train to be fighters and represent the country. I wonder who that would ultimately benefit. Go watch the interview with Brett Okamoto. He said, all my money, I don't need anything. I don't want to buy. He was saying from the very beginning he wanted to make money to support his mom, to build a better life for them. Now he's saying, I'm going to give all my money to Chechnya. I'm going to give all my money to them to make gyms and schools and dojos. I want to give it to all the kids. I want to give back. His money's gone. Kadyrov fronted him some stuff, gave him some toys, and says, I own you now. You're going to make Chechnya big. You're going to put us on the map. You're going to put me on the map. He's his daddy now. You know, I was talking about jerseys earlier, wearing some other dude's name on your back. Kadyrov, right there. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out the next fight with the Kadyrov jersey. Angel Padilla, member for 4 months. Supposedly, I got a free milestone chat. I'm going to use it to say all you vatos are awesome. I hope everyone has a great week, month, year, life. I didn't know that it let you know that. That's cool. It's really cool that it does that for people who are here and supporting, to give you that opportunity to platform like that and say something cool. I appreciate you. Thank you for constantly supporting. ARJR721, gotta get the likes up, Dojo. Look, if you're hate watching, I get it. If you're hate watching and you're curious and you're just, doing your thing and you're spying, I get it. But if you are a Mexican martial artist, if you are an MMA truther, if you're in the Mexican martial arts family and you haven't liked, I don't understand what's happening right now. I feel like there's a spy in the fight camp. I don't understand what's happening right now. It's messed up. I think a lot of people get upset, and I went through a period like that myself, where they get upset with Chimaev and they're like, this guy's a little bit too much. this guy's a little aggressive. This guy's crazy. He's shouting some weird stuff in the interviews. And there's been times it almost seemed a little forced, like the way he yells and gets crazy and says things that seem a little too far. I think that is to appease Kadyrov. Remember, Chimaev didn't even want to fight anymore. Now he's in there like, I love these. Kill them all. It's almost like he's compensating. It's almost like when you tell your mom, like, oh, I love this food. This meatloaf is good. Yeah. Woo, what's the recipe? It almost seems like he's overdoing it. And now it's starting to make sense. You look at his crazy eyes in the photos. You look at him throwing fights to Kadyrov and his kids, saying that all his money's gone. He's going to funnel it right back into Chechnya. He's shouting all this, like, ah! Like, when 99.9% of the time he's all soft-spoken. He's not like that. That's not his personality. He even says it's just a job. He's a cool guy. Have you seen him when he was younger with his hair? Did you see the photo where he had the because tonight will be the night that I will fall for? Did you see that photo of him? It's not what you think. I feel bad for the dude. Next topic. Breaking news. Daniel Cormier wants all-female card in December. His Christmas wish. Khamzat went from humble to messaging Paulo's wife. He likes black dudes. Who likes black dudes? Khamzat or Paulo? Went from humble to messaging Paulo's wife. Hey, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that was Kadyrov. You know how Ali Abdelaziz is always... Hey, Ali Abdelaziz is kind of like the P. Diddy of the MMA, isn't he? Am I wrong? Is that weird? Is that too much? You get what I'm saying though, right? Like, now that you heard it, like, you probably never thought of it before, but now that you heard it, it makes way too much sense, right? He seems like the P. Diddy of the MMA community, right? I know you're agreeing with me right now. I'm waiting for the chat to catch up. But I wouldn't be surprised. If Kadyrov was behind that, because when Chimaev actually did try to come out and say stuff on Twitter and be funny and all that, remember, he didn't even know how to tag people. He was tagging the wrong dudes and starting beef with civilians. He doesn't even know what he's doing. It had to be Kadyrov behind it. Beto, definitely here hate watching because they say you don't really love something unless you hate it. And I hate how much I love you, boy. I love that. They say you don't really love something unless you hate it, bro. I like that a lot. I'm going to screenshot that. That's funny. Love you, boy. Thank you, Beto. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Okay, look. Daniel Cormier is a freak, all right? Daniel Cormier has been kind of like letting loose a little bit lately. Like, I remember sometimes he would even joke around and say stuff like about his wife, like, hey, I got chill out. Like, him and Laura Stanko get like sitting a little too close. Like, he's like, hey, you guys got to sit me next to Paul Felder or something. Like, it was getting a little bit sketchy, a little bit dicey at times. But lately, it seems like he started to get a little bit too loose with certain things. And there's been moments in like the pre-fight ceremonial weigh-ins and all that where he's like dancing with different ladies and stuff like that. Like when Homer Simpson was up on stage dancing with those ladies. That's what it reminded me of. He's getting a little bit too comfortable. And DC saying he was telling Charles Sonnen. Again, I'm going to cite him. I'm going to cite the source. I saw an article, then I went and watched the video. DC is championing an all-female card at the end of the year in DC. In DC. I meant to say in December. And I love it. Because, oh my goodness. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. ARJR721 just gifted 5 more Mexican martial arts memberships. Congratulations. When lies run the world, Almighty wins. Dustin Fugate. Ivan Garcia C. Calderon. Giovanni Gonzalez. Gabriel. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies. ARJR721's co-workers are sitting in the bathroom stalls with their feet up, so you can't tell that they're in there. They're standing on the toilets. They didn't even put toilet paper down. They don't even take their shoes off in their houses. They don't care. They're concerned. They're concerned. It doesn't make any sense. The support. People will ask years from now. Years from now, people will ask how ARJR721 did this, just like how people ask how they built the pyramids. How did they do those crop circles? How did they do Stonehenge? How did ARJR721 continue to give so many memberships? How did they ever let some ridiculous lady who everyone will forget about after a few years take away our supersized French fries from McDonald's? He's making history. He's now a part of history. He has etched himself into the record books. Daniel Cormier, look, I've had my disagreements. I've had my difficult times with Daniel Cormier, but what he's doing right now is potentially setting us on the trajectory that I've been asking for. Daniel Cormier is pushing for an all-female card in December. Do you understand? Are you piecing this together right now? An all-female card at what time of the year? What time of the year is December? You could say Christmas. You could say Thanksgiving. You could say Thanksgiving. You could say Christmas. But if you're really annoying, you'll probably say the holidays. Happy holidays. An all-female card around Christmas time, around Thanksgiving, not too long after Halloween. Now, what happens around Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas time? If we're talking about an all-female card at the end of the year after Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas time, these ladies are going to be at their peak biggest. You know what I'm saying? These are going to be big ladies. And it's the same for the men. This is when we put on weight, correct? When we're eating all that candy? When we're having those Thanksgiving leftovers? When we're having to walk around for like a week and a half with sweats on? Our stretchy pants? When we're having Christmas meals, taking advantage. It's the holidays. I'm going to get healthy at the beginning of the year. These are going to be some big women. These are going to be some big ladies. Zach, feeling greedy. Give me another 3 seconds in the movie. Feeling greedy. Give me another 3 seconds in the movie. In my movie cameo, can I wear a mariachi costume? Zach, I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's getting to the point where I'm going to have to adjust the script because you're about to be in the movie more than I am. You're about to have more screen time than the Grandmaster. And no offense, we can't have that. Which is a good thing. We might have like a double VHS like The Godfather. We might have a 2-tape type of movie on our hands right here. All because of Zach. Wait, what? Bro. Bro. Wilson Mitchell just threw down $50. Wilson Mitchell just threw down $50 and he says for Jesse Jr. Jesse's gonna love that. Jesse's gonna be excited. Jesse Jr. That's cool right there. He likes they like hearing about, you know, these funny moments, stuff that we talk about here on the stream. Sometimes they hear me and they're like, why were you saying that? That's very, very cool, Wilson Mitchell. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And I know he's going to think that's very cool. And I'll have to show him this moment. Thank you for doing that, Wilson Mitchell. That's not a common thing. Thank you for thinking of that. That's very kind of you. Wait, it's making me push something right now. I don't want to mess something up, so let me push this. I don't know why it's acting weird. There we go. Right? Thank you. Thank you, Wilson Mitchell. Kwanzaa. Zach, hey, is Brittany Griner versus Michelle Obama available? Oh, wait. You said women fighting. Hey, Zach, I think me and you've been watching the same videos. I think we're going down the same rabbit hole. I appreciate you, Zach. DC wants an all-ladies card at the end of the year. These are going to be some big ladies. And I've been telling you, we need a heavyweight women's division in the UFC. We need those heavyweight women. I know they're out there. I go to Walmart. When I'm feeling fancy, when we're feeling a little bit, I can't stand when people say bougie. I can't stand it. I insist on saying bourgeois because I'm sophisticated. When I'm feeling bourgeois, I go to Target every once in a while. When I'm feeling like a big spender, when there's like a really good Mexican fight companion, I might go to Target. If I'm feeling really fancy. I might even get a green tea matcha lemonade from the little Starbucks. But most of the time, I'm gonna be shoulder to shoulder with those big ladies at Walmart. That's where I feel most comfortable. That's where I feel at home. I've been pleading for a couple years. We need a heavyweight women's division in MMA. I'm foaming at the mouth. And I'm not talking like that. You guys should know better than that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not going that way with it. I'm saying it's action-packed. Why are we going to be having these 105-pound ladies fighting each other? But we're going to say no to the heavyweight. It doesn't make any sense. Are you trying to tell me, Dana White? Are you trying to tell me that they aren't out there? Do you think I'm dumb? And it's the perfect timing right now. It's the perfect timing to start talking about this. It's so perfect how there's these checkpoints of timing. Because you have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas for when it's actually going to happen, right? That's the final descent into the right weight that we're looking for right there, that prime spot heaviness. You know what I'm saying? That's when it's actually going to take place. But you know why right now is the perfect time to bring it up, to plant the seed, to initiate the conversation? I don't know if you've been online lately, but this is the perfect timing because there's a lot of big, angry ladies out there right now because of that jeans commercial about Sydney's weenie. Thank you. There's a lot of big, angry women right now because of that jeans commercial. They don't want to be hearing about Sydney's weenie. They're angry. They're revolting. They're picketing. Again, there's a poster board shortage. There is a poster board shortage at Office Max. You can't find them anywhere. Protests left and right. There are no poster boards. What about the kids? What are they going to do for their back to school projects? There are no more poster boards. How are they going to show? How are they going to illustrate what they did for their summer? Kevin Johnston, throw a Snickers between them and grab your popcorn. Kevin, that's mean, Kevin. That's mean, Kevin. That ain't right, Kevin. I'm just a mouthpiece right here. I'm just saying what Kevin said. Thank you, Kevin. I would watch. Jairo, we got Polynesian women built like vending machines. Then I hired a lady security guard. She was bullying the guy in the video. I remember that. You're right. He's going to be equal opportunity. He's going to be fair like that. But then, only to a certain point, right? You're not going to let them be on the posters. You're not going to let them be out there signing autographs. You're not going to let them be at the press conference. It doesn't make sense. Jane Caulfield, I don't know. I can't speak on that. I did not look. Ironically, I could identify Conor McGregor's in a lineup. I don't know nothing about Sydney's weenie. I don't know nothing about Sydney's weenie. Unfortunately, I could identify Conor McGregor in a lineup with both eyes. I don't even have to go Bisping. It's pure entertainment. If you know big ladies, you know that it's pure entertainment. And you know that they got that character. They got those personalities. Big ladies have been molding and crafting those personalities from their most formative years. You already know this. If you got big ladies in your life, you know they got the best personalities. You got these little 95-pound ladies, you know they got a bunch of attitude. I'm telling you, it's 100%. It's Shallow Hal. It's the same thing. Shallow Hal wasn't a comedy. It was a documentary. It was a narrative. It was a story of a sad society. It was an expose. All these little 95, 105-pound ladies, the most attitude. What? You say, hey, good evening. You walk up to her. She's a cashier. You're just trying to pay for your Cheetos. What? I have a boyfriend. I don't care. I'm just trying to buy Cheetos. I don't even tell your boyfriend I just want my Cheetos. I have a boyfriend. I don't care. I'd be more interested if you were a bigger lady. I'd be trying to get you on a fight card. I'd be starting a... No respect for my stream. No respect for my stream. This is insane. I can do it. Period. Híjole. And big ladies are funnier. They're funny. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh. Could you imagine a press conference with big ladies? Have you watched Medea? Have you watched Big Mama's House? Have you watched The Nutty Professor? Are you kidding me? We don't want to see with these little ladies. We could watch the Real Housewives of Orange County or whatever if we want to see that. We want to see some big ladies.
We are family.
We got skinny young ladies on, Love Island, and then we got old ladies on The View and the Real Housewives. We need big ladies. How come there's no love for big ladies? It's discrimination. Frankly, it's discrimination. You can find little tiny itsy bitsy weeny teeny little ladies. You can find old ladies. You can find young ladies. There's nothing for the big ladies.
We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me.
AR? JR721 just gifted 10. He just doubled down. My beanie's crooked. He just doubled down. He just opened the bathroom stalls. He's singing at the top of his lungs. There's no more mumbling. There's no more Islam Makachev impersonation. He just turned it up to 11. ARJR721 just turned it up to 11. He's got full grasp of the lyrics. He's enunciating. He's in there bobbing. We are family. We are family. I don't even know I don't know what could happen next. I got all my homies with me. Frankly, I'm nervous. I wish I could be there to explain. Cause I got all my homies with me. I'm seeing like an edit in my mind. Have you seen like the Skibbity toilet videos? How it's like the craziest, funkiest, like kind of scary animation style. Like it's weird. That's how I'm like seeing ARJR721. Like he's like mocking them. He's like not breaking eye contact. He's singing this song. Just blatant, bold, full conviction. 10 Mexican martial arts memberships by ARJR721. We are on our way to 1 million. We are on our way to 1 million memberships. Oh, by the way, we've been live for 1 hour and 46 minutes. Let me welcome you to episode 7 of the All of a Sudden podcast. Welcome. They said we couldn't do it. They said it couldn't be done. They said that I had a mental breakdown yesterday and I streamed, but it was an unofficial podcast. And that he's probably never going to do it again because that fool just went. He disappeared. We don't know what happened to him. Wilson Mitchell style. And I'm back. They said it wouldn't happen. And we're here. Episode 7. 10 Mexican martial arts memberships. Congratulations. Closed caption. Pirate Bute. Tukek. Sniping McSendit. Buckle up Teddy. Isaiah C. Mary Chapman, the mom. Corduroy G. Alex P. And Octobutts. Unbelievable. Marloca! Oh, okay. I'm home and ready to fully enjoy the stream and chat. Hi, GM and everyone in the dojo. You got home late. I hope everything's all right. You're probably tired. We don't have too much further to go. Because Marilena, I already know she's tripping. I already know that she's going to be annoyed because I didn't take off and do a storage trip. I told her I got to stream. There's people on commutes right now. There's people washing dishes. There's people trying to finish up their laundry. There's people hiding the earbuds at work. I got to be there for them. I have to stream. I saw the bat signal. I got to do what I got to do. So I'm going to go after the stream. After the stream, then I'm going to go to storage. All right, Marilena? Did you hear what I said? I'm going to let you know what's happening. And then after I go to the storage, then I'm going to get Burger King and I'm going to eat it in the car so that you didn't know I got Burger King because you wanted me to eat dinner at home. And you know what? I ate dinner at home. All right? So you should be happy. I'm going above and beyond. I didn't waste dinner. I ate dinner. But I'm still hungry because I need a lot of calories because I'm in bulking season, all right? So I'm going to get a double Whopper, not the Texas style because it's disgusting. I don't know what Burger King was thinking when they did that. I'm going to tell them and I'm going to make all the adjustments so it could just be a traditional, classic, old school double Whopper without all the shenanigans that they did to it. And I'm going to eat it in the car. And then I'm going to put it all in the bag and wrap it up real tight and chuck it into the bag. Like I always do. And then I'll come home so that we could catch up on our show. Oh yeah, Wilson Mitchell, I saw it and apparently people were very concerned. They were praying for you. They were going to start a search party. GM, you need to update your playlist on the podcast and put All of a Sudden. All that stairs now is under the beanie. Oh, there's some things I need to change on the homepage. See, I had made a whole other channel for that. I need to update the playlist. I need to change some stuff down. You know what I think I want to do? I think I want to make my music channel. And I'm going to put it down there at the bottom. I'm gonna make a real emotional music channel. I'm gonna pin it to the bottom, and we're gonna get real mellow and emotional. Jairo! Frank Mir's daughter versus Brock Lesnar's daughter. The UFC isn't paying attention. LOL. Let Mir's daughter gain some weight and Brock's daughter cuts. When you meet me in the middle. Look, I respect that. And I would watch that, Jairo. I would watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would watch it. But when I say big ladies, I'm talking about big ladies. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about tone. I'm not talking about definition. I'm talking about Walmart. I'm talking about I forgot about something that I need the next morning that I had to make a late Walmart trip type of big lady. That's what I'm talking about. But I respect that and I would watch it. But they're hilarious. Could you imagine the trash talk? And it's good for the sport. Could you imagine the representation? Think about it. Think about like Lizzo. Think about Adele. Do you remember the fan bases they had? The people that were behind them? The moment they got skinny, Donzo, they dipped. She went from Lizzo to Donzo. Soon as they went on that Jenny Craig, they dipped. They got mad. They got mad because they got skinny. They started burning records like when the Beatles said that they were bigger than Jesus. They got mad. They said we thought the next album was called Bulking Season. You're going to do us like this? They got upset. They went and started following Selena Gomez. They were on opposite trajectories. Lizzo and Adele was going like this and Selena Gomez was going like this. Jairo, you should listen to Grizzly Bear. Ready Able. Jairo, are you tricking me? Is that your debut album? Jairo? Missy Elliott, I'm telling you. It would be good for the sport because people would appreciate that type of representation. Where am I at? Last topic of the day. Breaking news, pillow fighting is the beginning of making combat sports great again. We all know there's been a lull in combat sports. It's been slow. It's been boring. Everybody keeps talking about it. It's not the same. What's going on? Fighting's boring. What's happening right now? Dana doesn't care. He's letting it die. All he cares about is power slap and boxing, and he's doing all these other things now. Same thing over and over. Pillow fighting. And I know you think it's silly. There's a lot of Puritans out there, and they don't like power slap. They don't like fighting in the phone booth. They don't like Rochambeau tournaments. They don't like thumb wrestling. They don't like pillow fights. I welcome it. I embrace it. I love the freak show. Jairo, you should... Oh, that was older. Thank you again, Jairo. Shake 206. I want a Botox MMA league. Ironically, I feel like that's what slap fighting is going to evolve into because of all the necessary facial reconstruction surgery. Is eventually going to evolve into that. Or there will be like Botox divisions and you'll age into it, you know? I could see that. See, exactly like you're saying, the aging celebrity. Could you imagine Sage Van Zandt in like 1, 2, 3 more years? She's going to be the inaugural Botox MMA slap fight champion. Pillow fighting, I'm very excited about. I'm very, very excited about it. Because one of the first things I discovered about it when I was researching it, open weight classes. I have been pushing and pushing for open weight classes. And this is the first step toward that. First step. And I think it's kind of funny because they're open weight classes, and what they do is they match people based on skill, and then like secondarily like in general like their size in general, or maybe like their build. But for example, I saw a dude today that was 5'9" fighting a 6'4" dude. They don't take anything. As long as the skill matches up appropriately enough, they will allow a pretty significant size difference. And what they say is everyone in the promotion, and I don't know how they landed on this one. It said in the article I was reading, everyone is considered a featherweight. Just across the board. If you're in by the way, it's called the PFC. And Dana White was trying to sue him because he thought it sounded too closely related to UFC. He wanted it off the map. He was trying to genocide the PFC. It's insane. He wanted to erase them from history. He took these little dudes to court. These dudes out here just trying to pillow fight. Just trying to have some fun. Just some cute little fights. He was trying to take them off the map. And they're saying everyone's considered a featherweight. Doesn't matter. You could be 250 pounds. You could be 120 pounds. You're all featherweights. I don't know why they landed on that one. They could have made up their own kind of fake weight, made their own name, their own term, but they went with featherweight. There's no grappling whatsoever. They try their best to maintain a striking type of distance to encourage strikes. I was seeing dudes doing spinning stuff. They were doing spinning pillow attacks. They were doing spinning pillow attacks. Now, I'm going to be honest. I was a little bit disappointed at first. I was a little bit disappointed because I thought that would be the most hilarious submission ever if you could smother someone with the pillow. That would be hilarious. But apparently there's no submissions. Now, I could see it growing into that at some point. Maybe they'll have like how the UFC is doing UFC grappling right now, which I think is a weird, UFC BJJ, which I think is a weird move because everyone as it is like, hey, could we stand up more and fight more? And then the UFC is like, let's lay down more. And I made the statement on one of the UFC videos. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So how about we do a UFC striking now? I mean, I understand MMA is going to have a lot of groundwork, and my favorite fighter ever, Khabib Nurmagomedov, a lot of people like to criticize him for the grappling. I get it. I like it. That's his strength, and he shut people down with it. I love it. I'm not hating on it at all. But when you get this kind of like BJJ grappling, where it's a lot more just stalling as opposed to beating someone and pushing them and pressing them into the canvas and dominating them, it just gets boring. And Dana White decided to double down on it. Lean into it. AR, JR, 721. Just gifted 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. The authorities have entered the building. The authorities are on the premises. And ARJR 721 is walking toward them. And he's mocking them. He is outwardly strutting. He's not walking. He's not even power walking. He's full on strutting at this point. And he's singing, "We are family," because I got all my homies with me, at the top of his lungs. To the point where he ain't going to be able to sing it tomorrow. The authorities are confused. He's not scared. He's not concerned. He's not hesitating. It's as if he's ascending. It's as if he's having an out-of-body experience. And he just pushed the emote button. He just pushed emote. It's bigger than him at this point. He's not even in control at this point. He's just watching it. He's watching it happen. I want to say congratulations to Wyatt Hype, Shake 206, Koki 007, Traffic Jam, and Art at MMA. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. We are basically at 1 million. We are basically at 1 million right now because of ARJR721. It's unprecedented. Unbelievable. Jairo, Dana was plotting on pillow fights the whole time with them streamers and OnlyFans ladies. Dana might start an OnlyFans pillow fight league. You know what? It might be a long con. It might be a long game. It might be. Oh my gosh, what are you talking about, bro? Are you asking me what time his practice is? Question mark. Aren't you there? Question mark. I don't know when the practices are, period. You tell me when they are, period. Are you asking me if that amount works? Question mark. I mean, Jairo, I could see it. Oh, my goodness. ARJR's walking away from the explosion. He's walking away from the explosion with a smile. Back, cool guys don't look at explosions. Marloca is riding ARJR721 when he's in the pen. Marloca is showing support. ARJR721 had a co-conspirator all along. Marloca is an accessory. He's an accessory. She's an accessory. I apologize. Marloca just came in and gifted 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. It's contagious. It's contagious. I believe we have 1 million. We might have 1,000,005 members at this point. We may have broken the record. We may have 1,000,005. God by one and God by. God be one and God be. Congratulations. Congratulations, Brian Cargill. You're Ray. Mr. Nobody the Loser 13 and Spaz Attack 101. Congratulations. Congratulations. You now have access, full access to the dark web of the Mexican martial arts. You have access to content that the general population does not have access to. You could get into the Discord. You can watch the music videos. You can see the behind the scenes. You can see all the stuff that's invisible to the other people. You got to go up to the top tab. For people that are not members, it says membership. And I believe Terry told me yesterday that when you are a member, it'll now say perks. And you can go in there and get all your perks. I can't see it unless I refresh. Apparently, we have 134 likes and 131 people in the chat. Someone's pulling some kind of trickery. And I love it. And you know what happened, but, it's funnier this way. I appreciate it. Thank you. Again, if you are in the chat right now, I get it if you're hate watching. I understand. I respect the grind. If you're hate watching and you don't want to like and support the channel, I respect that. But if you are an MMA truther, if you are a Mexican martial artist, if you are part of the Mexican martial arts dojo and you haven't liked, I don't understand what's happening right now. You're dining and dashing, homie. Why you doing me like that? You're treating me like a Wikipedia page, and I'm over here like, I just need 5 cents. And you're like, net, scroll. Why you doing me like Wikipedia? You don't even need to give me 5 cents. I just need a click, homie. I just need a click. That's it. I just need you to make YouTube fall in love with me. That's all I'm asking. The owner of the Pillow Fight Championship has officially called out Dana White. Because Dana White was hating. He's like, you guys are making fun of me for slap fighting? Look at that ridiculousness. That thing is stupid. That's garbage. And the PFC president, he comes out and says, hey, I challenge you. You think it's so silly? Let's do it. He challenged Dana White himself one-on-one. He also challenged him. He says, okay, you think it's so silly? You think it's so ridiculous? How about this? How about this, Dana White? He told him, you give me your 10 best fighters, and I'll give you my 10 best. And he says, if your guys beat my guys, I will shut down the company. PFC is closed. I won't do it anymore. And he said, if we win, though, you got to give us this amount. You put a personal stake in the company. You become an investor, and you help us grow. Quiet. It's been quiet. It's been real quiet. Dana White is making a ridiculous business decision. He should be trying to absorb left and right. He should be trying to take on as many things as he can to expand and to keep the freak show going, to keep things circulating, because MMA is getting stale. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's become public. People are becoming stake owners. He's becoming less and less effective, less significant. That's why he's hating it. He's not the dude at the top of the mountain that he used to be. Not in the same way. There's too many other. He's up there fighting with Gavin Newsom and Mickey Mouse for control. It's not the same anymore. You need to do whatever you can to keep expanding the freak show. Keep the entertainment cycle spinning. You need to embrace it, Dana. The alliteration is too beautiful. He's got Dana White looking for a fight. It's too many syllables. But he likes the alliteration. Dana White looking for a fight. How about the Dana White pillow fight? Perfect. The Dana White pillow fight. It writes itself. The branding could be unbelievable. He could get all these different like bedding and pillow type sponsorships. It's a perfect avenue for so many things, for entertainment and for sponsorships, for money, for business. Jairo, perks. We're getting perks for joining. Hey. I don't know nothing about that. I'll give you some 5-hour energies. I'd like to get sponsored by 5-Hour Energy. They got me through one of my jobs a few years ago. I used to have a couple. Did I tell you about that? I used to drink 2 and I would get that 10-hour energy. It was more like 3.5 hours of energy and some palpitations, you know? It got a little tricky. Dana White pillow fight. And this could potentially take us in the right direction in more ways than one. It's got open weight divisions, which is what we need. This soft stuff. Hey, okay, how much you weigh? And you weigh this? Okay, cool. And you hate him and you guys started beef and you want to fight. You've been beefing online. Okay, let's do this. Oh, wait, how much do you weigh? How much do you weigh? Oh, you weigh too much. You guys can't do this. You're going to have to fight someone else. You're going to have to misdirect your anger and fight someone else because you guys don't weigh the same. It's not fair. Nah, Charlie. Pillow fighting says, hey, you're all featherweights. Congratulations. You are all featherweights as of today. All of you. Across the board. Open weights. Alliteration. Expanding the freak show. Making combat sports great again. And you know what? It's a foreign object. That was always like the best part of WWF. He's got a foreign object. He's pulling a foreign object out of his trucks. He just pulled out a foreign object from under the ring. It was so exciting. This capacity crowd is going wild. I don't know why in my memory Joe Rogan was a WWF commentator. This capacity crowd just pulled out a foreign object from under the turnbuckle.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
My memory has become an amalgamation of my past and my present. They're introducing foreign objects. They got all my homies with me. Pillows, foreign objects. It's going to snowball. Next, it's going to be couch cushions. Ottomans, folding chairs. We might get folding chairs back. I mean, maybe they had to get rid of it for WWE because they were going for a certain crowd, a certain different. Oh, we can't do it. The kids, we can't have kids, cousins going over to each other's houses, smacking each other in the dome with folding chairs. Hey, but if it's like MMA, if it's like fighters, if it's for an adult audience, I mean, they have like alcoholic sponsorships and stuff like that, gambling sponsors. These are for adults. This ain't WWE stuff for kids. This is adults. They're gonna bust those folding chairs back out. It starts with the pillows. And you know what? I think it's a beautiful metaphor. I think it's a beautiful metaphor because you know what? When you got a pillow, it's upon that pillow. It's upon that pillow on which you could dream. You know? And I can only dream of these things for the future. It's upon this pillow, the PFC, the pillow fight champion. It's upon this pillow, the foreign object of the pillow upon which I could dream. I could only dream of the future of combat sports coming back to life. I can only dream of the ottomans, the couch cushions, the folding chairs, the barbed wire, the safety pins, the safety tacks. Lighting stuff on fire. Tin metal trash cans. David Zimmerman, please bring back Pride style tournaments. We're headed in that direction. We are heading in that direction. Only Dana White can. Only Dana White can. We are heading in that direction. Only Dana's money builds retention. I don't know. I gotta perfect that. I gotta work on it. But Dana White vouching for that, putting money into it, is what's gonna bring the eyeballs to it. He's gonna help it get on the map. That's how we take those baby steps to get there, David Zimmerman. Jairo! The Gain versus Tom fight, I'm torn. I'm blind. I can't see. It says Tom. The Gain versus Tom fight, I'm a Tom fan. I hate Gain, but unfortunately Gain winning opens up the boring heavyweight division. Tom beat basically everyone. That's correct. And we have to remember that Tom Aspinall was immortalized. He was immortalized when John Jones retired. Because automatically, all the aura, everything that John Jones had, everyone, they misplaced it. Well, Tom Aspinall just sucked that up. It's all his now. It's his aura now. It's his power. It's his bout. All the hate, all the negativity that we felt toward John Jones that now gets mangled up and transformed into love and adoration toward Tom Aspinall. Because wow, what a beast. He scared away John Jones. Everything that we always thought about him. The GOAT. The best ever. So crazy. Unbeatable. Undefeated. What a monster. The IQ. It's insane. Wait, he ran? Boom. I guess that's Tom Aspinall now. He just ate up all. It doesn't work. It's not like this. It's not like a board game. Or like a video game. It's not like Fortnite. Where Tom Aspinall could just steal all of John Jones's loot. It doesn't work like that. But that's how people are acting. The Grandmaster experience. Yes. So look, thank you, Jane Caulfield. I was talking with me and Angel Padilla were chopping it up before the stream, and I need to figure out like a platform that I could use, like what's it called? There's one I used to use that was called Cute, like the word CUTE. It was called Cute Send It. There's another one called it's like the Dropbox. But there's different ways. I'm gonna see what I could use, because Angel Padilla recorded a video and it wouldn't let him email it. It said it was too big, and I didn't want him to have to trim it down too much. So I need to figure out on my end how to get you guys to best send the videos to me. I need to find a hub where you can upload them to get them to me. Because I really want this to work. But basically what Jane Caulfield is referencing is I brought it up to you guys yesterday that I thought it would be very cool if you could submit video questions and you could email them to me, and then I could feature you in future videos and then respond to your questions. But I need to figure out the logistics of that. So look, I have officially gotten through everything that I wanted to talk about today. And look, I've heard you. I want to do everything that I can to keep making this better and better. And I asked you yesterday, what do you prefer? And you said, we like the topics. We like different topics. We want to hear takes on stuff. We want to explore the different things going on in the community. And Jane Caulfield, I was specifically thinking about you when I was like, you know what? For my third topic, I just poked my eye. I just poked my own eyeball right now. I don't know if you saw that. I almost bisping myself right now. I was thinking about you and I was like, you know what? For the third topic, I'm going to venture out a little bit. And I wanted to find something a little bit outside of the UFC. And that's how I landed on the PFC, on the pillow fighting. So I want to thank you for that, Jane Caulfield. So here's what I would normally do. We're at 2 hours and 15 minutes right now. If I would have started the stream earlier, I would have said, you know what? I'm going to chop it up for 45 minutes right here. Let's round it out to 3 hours and just do the chat right now, because that's ideal for me. The way this stream went, I'm thinking it might make sense if I'm going to have 3 topics. The way that I went through the topics and that we chopped it up a little bit in between, we might end up around this type of mark at this point, and then have a good 45 minutes or so for just chopping it up, going back and forth in the chat section. But I already know it's going to be World War 7 with Marilyn, I guess, here right now, if I don't already have the car loaded up to make a storage trip, because she's already tripping. No pun intended. Because I haven't already made a bunch of trips today because I was trying to get all my stuff together to do this stream. So I want to start. I've been saying it every day. I've been saying it every single day. And I feel like I keep starting later and later. I want to start earlier in the day. And I'm going to do everything I can to try to get better at that. I'm not there yet. I've been failing. But I want to try to get there earlier so we can have some time in the chat. Hey, what's up, Ordinary Pete? Thank you. I'm going to be honest with you. Today might have been my favorite stream. There was another one I liked a lot. It was either episode 2 or 3. I don't know. I just felt like I had too much coffee or something that day or what. I don't know. I felt like I was in a good place. But I really liked this stream. And I think it's because it's the first time since a few episodes that I had like 3 topics again, and I feel good about it. I have some pride in it when I actually have something that I can actually riff on and talk about and give you some content, you know. I personally find it hard to take pride in the work when I'm just like, all right, and what'd you say? Okay, let me read this comment. Okay, and I'm trying to find that balance because I want to chop it up in here with you and have that conversation, but I also don't want to come to you with nothing, you know, that feels lazy. Stream Dream next time. Also go live on Twitch and anything else. Hey, Juicebox, is funny that you bring that up. I literally almost did it today and I stopped because it's $27 a month. And I was like, maybe I should wait another month and see how that feels, see if it makes sense. Oh shoot, I need a shout out. Oh my gosh. ARJR721. Okay, hold up. I almost missed that. Okay. Apparently on Streamlabs, if you pay $27 a month, you can multi-stream. And that won't negatively affect our streams, what we're doing here at all. But at the same time, like you never even notice, at the same time, it'll stream wherever I want. It can stream to Facebook, Twitch, Rumble. I think Instagram, like it'll stream to different places. It's $27 a month. And I think there might be a couple things in my life that maybe I could cancel and replace with that. So I'm thinking about doing that, Juicebox. Thank you for bringing it up. ARJR721 gave another 10 Mexican martial arts memberships. ARJR721 is in the back of the police cruiser. He's sitting in the back of the police cruiser and he had the nerve to ask the officers to turn the radio down. They were blasting soft rock. It was late at night. They're trying to keep emotions low. They don't want him acting out and going crazy, trying to kick the windows out. And he asked them, could you please turn down Delilah? Delilah. He said, could you please turn it down? They said, what's going on? What do you need, sir? Sir, my doctor said I have high blood pressure. I need to listen to Delilah at night. What do you need, sir? Out of nowhere, dead silence. AR starts going, we are family. Because I got all my homies with me. I'm telling you, it's like an episode from the Twilight Zone. It's like an episode from the Twilight Zone combined with Tales from the Crypt. AR JR 721 has gone to a different place. Congratulations, Regor 9, Steve Donham, Thick Nectar, Thick Nectar, Nectare, Tyler Turpin, Sun God Nika, Uriah Miller, Flores 321321, Cuss Like a Sailor, Jared Laguna, and Matthew Prescott. Congratulations. I want to say thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you very much. It has been a fun night. Every day before I click live, I'm feeling like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Every day before I click live, I'm like, and I don't feel good. And I'm like, the day wasn't. And I click and I'm like, what did I take so long for? I'm second guessing myself. I'm doubting. I'm like, are these topics good? What am I going to say? I don't know. Maybe I should go do some more stuff. I'll save it for tomorrow. I started too late. It's already going to be 7. I'll start it tomorrow. I'll start it at 4 p.m. sharp. And then maybe I should just do it. And then I'm doing it. I'm like, I should have been here the whole time. Thank you for being here. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for turning my night around. Just like I tell Marilena constantly, hey, believe me, I have the best of intentions. And I have every intention of being here earlier tomorrow, okay? My intentions are good. I wanted to cut some clips from this video. I also wanted to make a separate dedicated video about the Chimaev stuff, but I don't know when I thought I was going to do it right now after the stream, and that way I already have the footage for tomorrow, but bro, I always burn myself. We live and learn. We live and we learn, right? Thank you. Have the best of intestines. Tripas. I love those tripas. Thank you for being here. You stay safe out there. You take care of yourself. You make good decisions. Don't get caught up. Don't take the rage bait. Don't get caught in any road rage, any workplace drama and gossip. You just take care of yourself and your family, all right? Keep your head down. Just put the work in. Don't get caught up in any foolishness, all right? Stay safe out there. It ain't worth it. There's too many people out there that don't got anything to lose, but you do, all right? You work too hard for this. I'm going to be putting in that work for you. I'm going to be putting in that work that you don't see in those off hours, all right? I'm going to be doing that nonstop fight camp, all right? The champion. I want to say thank you very much to ARJR721. You have ascended. You are unbelievable. Thank you. I want to thank you, Wilson Mitchell, for blessing Jesse Jr. Unbelievable. Unprecedented. ARJR721, I'm going to make some calls. I'm going to try to bail you out. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it.